Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the second Principals Award Assembly of the year. It's lovely to be with you today. I know it's a very different feel to the Principal Awards ceremony that we usually have. It's still my favourite time of the year because we get to reflect and celebrate what's happened over the course of the term. So we're celebrating term 2. Usually I would be facing in the auditorium a room full of people. We usually have 1,000 students from F1 to year 13. They would be seated in the auditorium with some parents as well. But I'm still equally excited. I hope you're at home listening and celebrating with me. So during term 2, just waiting for the first slide there, we started the year with a Principal Awards style assembly, but it was a TET theme. So everybody was here in the auditorium to celebrate TET. So it was a lovely, colourful song and dance routine. We went on holiday for the TET holiday, and then we returned to a very different scenario. E-learning was what we termed our new provision as electronic learning. And the primary teachers and primary TAs got together to think about ways that they could promote e-learning to our community. And you'll see that everybody was involved. You might not have seen your teachers or TAs for a while, but here's a video to remind us of what they published way back at the beginning of February.
Get up early, don't lie in. Set up laptop, get logged in. E-learning, e-learning. Ask your teacher lots of things. In the laptop, answering. E-learning, e-learning. This is an important matter. How should we behave at home? We will get along much better when we have made our rules. Don't go jumping on your bed. Do start jump outside instead. E-learning, e-learning. Don't keep your siblings in a patch. Get yourself a happy lunch. E-learning, e-learning. This is an important matter. How we should behave at home. We will get along much better when we have obeyed our rules. What home duties can you find? Help your parents and be kind. E-learning, e-learning. Show your learning with respect. Always try to do your best. E-learning, e-learning. This is an important matter. How we should behave at home. We will get along much better when we have obeyed our rules. This is an important matter. How we should behave at home. We will get along much better when we have obeyed our rules. La 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 la.
Thank you very much to our teachers and teaching assistants. A jolly rendition there of a song that maybe we'll be singing when you come back. I hope you're all listening from your homes. I know that some of our families have actually moved now. They've gone back to their home countries, but they're still accessing our virtual school. So e-learning has come forward in leaps and bounds, and now we are presenting our virtual school, which is full of creativity and lots of learning of different styles. So we are learning as a school as we go along. But lots of academic progress has been made during the time that you have been independently learning. And I'd like to invite Mrs. Carroll to come forward just to celebrate some of those steps forward, certainly for our EAL learners. Good morning, Mrs. Carroll.
Good morning, Miss Hill. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I'm immensely proud of the way all our primary students have adapted to this new way of learning. The resilience and perseverance you have shown has been incredible. And as Ms Hill was saying, children have made exceptional progress, and today I'm going to focus on our EAL students. So at the end of every term, we celebrate those children that no longer need EAL support in school, and they're our EAL graduates. This week, Miss Celia, Mr Clark, Mr Rowe and Miss Penny have updated me on the excellent progress, and today I'm going to present the certificates to all those students who have graduated EAL. I would also like to mention those children that have moved up, so you might have started the year on Tier 1 and you've now moved up to Tier 2, so well done to those children. And we had children on Tier 2 who have now moved up to Tier 3, and again, congratulations to those children. So we've got a few people in the auditorium today, so at the end of each phase, I think we can have a well-deserved round of applause for those children. So in phase 1, we have Tui Tien in 1B, we have Ming Duck, congratulations, Siwu, we have Ming Kang, Ling Chi, Sophia, Jun Su, Sung Yun, and Terry. So a big round of applause for all those phase 1 well done. In phase 2, so Mr. Rowe is feeling very proud of Hajin, Chaewon, Mia, Shike, or Jessica, Mingun, Song Ho, and Tipu. Well done. And finally, in phase 3, we have 2 children graduating. This term we have Chloe Bernadine and we have Dong Hyun. So well done to those children as well. Well done, EAL. It's not just in EAL that children have been making progress, though. As you'll see as the photos roll on as I'm talking, across the primary, students have been making excellent progress. Over the last couple of weeks in F3 and Year 1 and Year 2, we've been doing some phonics check-ins, and the children have made fantastic progress. Children have been moving through those phases, learning their sounds, and digraphs and trigraphs, and blending and reading words, which is fantastic to see. And this week, across primary, up to Year 6, we've been doing some reading check-ins, and the feedback from teachers is that they're incredibly proud of the progress that you've made in reading, and it was lovely to see that coming to fruition. We know, as you can see now, we've had lots of other amazing activities being delivered and learning taking place from our primary children. We've had MFL teachers doing pancakes. We've had a whole range of things, including our curiosity boxes as well for our early years children. I know F1 children have been making noisy boxes this week. In Year 1 and Year 2, we sent packs home a couple of weeks ago with maths manipulatives and seeds, and there's been a whole range of sort of science experiments and maths practical activities going on. So we know that our students live and breathe our Be Ambitious philosophy, and we've certainly seen that over the last few weeks. And one of the pictures that's just gone before was we had some Year 6 young leaders who were interviewing an environmentalist journalist from The Guardian newspaper, learning about how they can still take action and have impact on our environment, even during a challenging time like this. So from me to all of the primary students and from all your teachers and teaching assistants, well done. It's been a fantastic term learning, and you've all made amazing progress, so well done, children.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Carroll, for the roundup for the primary students. You'll see lots of creativity there. Just thinking of other things that have been happening. Behind me, you'll see some of our teachers who are dancing. So one of the initiatives was to increase the dance moves each day, to make sure that people were with us and actually developing something collaboratively. So when we come back to school, we hope that everybody has learned that dance. And maybe this stage will be the forum for us all to dance together, because that will be a tremendous day when we're all back in this auditorium, and we really will need to celebrate because we are missing you. Just thinking of something we do well, I'm going to introduce the music medley. So people learning instruments at home, sit back and enjoy.
If you love me, do not ask to be me, I do. Just remember the red river valley, like the cows love you so true. And twilight is making my place in you. Forever and time falling to one. I need the mercy of the luminous one.
Thank you very much to our Performing Arts Department. One of the highlights of my week this week was on Wednesday when I went into a group session, and that was organised by the Performing Arts Department, led by Miss Bevan, our dance specialist, but it covered all of the performing arts. It was music, it was dance, some drama as well. around the theme of Oliver Twist. So I can't wait to see those videos that you've all sent back to Miss Bevan, and maybe we will have collaboratively made something really special. I think it was great fun. It certainly was at lunchtime, and I hope you persevered to do those tasks set, because it was quite an experience to have all of the year 6 together on that task. Last term, I stood here on the stage just before Christmas. It was the end of term 1. I had Valerie and Tien with me. That was a milestone for BIS. It was our head girl and head boy, and they've done a fantastic job this year. We had a very busy term 1, and they have continued to make their impact whilst we've been in our virtual school. So I want to congratulate them on their jobs so far. It was an inaugural role, so they really had to set the scene. Another pleasurable task this week was to actually look ahead to next year and consider what the head girl and head boy could bring to the school. Following in those footsteps, we interviewed many people, many candidates for those roles. The letters of application were extremely professional. The interviews, all candidates were extremely well informed, well prepared, and articulate and confident. So those are some of the attributes we really promote here. I would like to hand over now to the head girl and head boy for next year. So you possibly don't know who they are yet, but all will be revealed in the short video that follows.
Hey guys, my name is Hanoi, and I'm so excited to tell you that I'm going to be a head girl this year, along with my very good friend, Nacho.
Hey guys, my name is Maxwell. We'll be head boy next year.
We believe that school is not only a place for academic interest, but a place where you can find your passion, discover your personality, and ultimately, it's a place to help you grow as a person.
Hannah and I have discussed and we are looking forward to addressing. It's having the students giving their voice more often, and also giving the opportunity to present to personally and academically more efficiently in the school.
We have already started the planning process, and we have a lot of ideas in our minds.
We really hope for next year to carry on the momentum that we have had this year and working through well-being issues and activities and opportunities for students to find on.
So please do trust us when we say that there will be changes and events happening next year.
And we really hope to work with you guys. Thank you.
Big round of applause. A big congratulations, Harming and Nacho. You interviewed extremely well, and you had some fantastic ideas for thinking ahead and also developing leaders in other students. So congratulations there. We come on now to the Principals Awards. The teachers have all gathered together collaboratively, at a distance, of course, and they've discussed some of the attributes that we hold really central to what we are about at BIS. So they look at our values. They're looking for students that show integrity, perseverance. Of course, perseverance is extremely important to us at the moment. They're looking for students who care, students who have integrity, and students who reflect and improve, week on week, lesson on lesson. The teachers then promote one student and actually give the reasons why they feel that student is deserving. And there's only one student per year group. So as you can see, this is a really prestigious award. Usually we would have students come up to the stage. We would read out what the teachers are saying about their work ethic and them as individuals. They would collect an award and take that home. Obviously, we don't have the students with us, but you will receive those awards, Principal Award winners. We will deliver them to your houses. We have them already. Mr. Webb, Mrs. Carroll are there with the awards. So we will go through in a similar way that we would usually go through and clap each student as I finish each wonderful paragraph here about those students. So the first recipient in year 13 is Sejin. So Sejin has shown great tenacity and resilience, meeting all her deadlines on time and producing some top quality work. Her perseverance and dedication to her academic life during this difficult time is exemplary. She's done herself and the school proud with a positive and hardworking attitude. She has worked extremely hard in chemistry and English and mathematics, attending lessons and participating very well. Her positive and optimistic outlook makes her excellent company and a great, genuine pleasure to teach. Well done, Sejin. And in year 12, we have Tuan Long. He's impressed his teachers during the school closure. He keeps to nearly every deadline. He produces work of a very high quality. He's modest, super polite, also very good company. As Dr. Greenwood found when he and 3 of his classmates cooked her dinner in Mai Chau. He's attended every tutor time and is ready and prepared for his day's learning ahead. He's been awarded house points from a variety of teachers. He's making good progress despite the current situation. He always has a go at activities and he shows a great sense of humour, quietly being an excellent role model to others. Congratulations, Tuan Long. And in year 11, we have Tuan Kiet. So Tuan Kiet in 11B has given an exceptionally strong performance in his recent trial exams. He seemed to effortlessly take on the challenge of distance learning. He received nominations from computer science, English, Spanish, and his class tutor. Kiet has provided support for students who have struggled. He knows that helping others is important. He always has a positive attitude. He's been described as organised, committed, energetic, and caring by all the staff who teach him. Congratulations, Kiet. And in year 10, Zahan. Zahan always impresses us with her commitment to learning, her very high standards of herself and her contribution to the school community. She's exceptionally well organised, a natural leader and a caring team player. Zahan received nominations from computer science and English and PE. They've all been impressed with her energy, her resilience, communication and positivity whilst navigating the challenges of distance learning. Congratulations, Zahan. And in year 9, we have Min Young. She has had a very impressive start since joining BIS Hanoi in August 2019. She excels in many of her school activities and this has continued in the distance learning. She's been described by her teachers as a superstar who is always going above and beyond. She engages in all lessons, taking care to complete tasks to a very high standard. She's reflective and seeks help when she needs it. Participating in the Hanoi Maths Olympiad competition, reciting her Remembrance Day poem during the whole school assembly, and playing the flute in school productions are a few of her talents and highlights this year so far. As well as being a bright, capable student, Min Young also brings positive, polite, and enthusiastic energy to our school. She embodies all of our school's values. Congratulations, Min Young. And next we have year 8, and this is Fiona. Fiona has been amazing this term, and she is an exceptional student. She's always put 100% effort in since joining BIS Hanoi. She is so organised, committed, always meets her deadlines, and really has high expectations of herself. You can clearly see this through the work she submits. This praise runs consistently through all of her subjects. And I just would like to mention here that I saw one of the STEAM videos on coding that Fiona submitted, just talking us through the game that she'd made to free Mr. Tret. So I want to say congratulations, Fiona. It's very well deserved. Well done. Now we go to year 7 and 7B. We've got Yana, who has demonstrated an exemplary attitude towards her studies. She's shown resilience, independence, and in all distance learning, enthusiasm and positive, and just belies the difficult and challenging circumstances in which she's found herself. So in English, she's worked so hard to improve in all aspects. She's been amazing in Spanish, and she puts an amazing amount of effort into all her work. She's working independently, and she has resilience to make sure that she makes as much progress as possible. She's a really valued member of Year 7. With 100% attendance this term, she's also the first person to log into the tutor time, the Google Hangouts, and she's there every morning. She's a student who embodies all of our Be Ambitious philosophy, and she's just demonstrated this again and again. Well done, very well done. Now in Year 6, Sol has actually left Hanoi now, so we've already delivered her Principal Award Assembly. Maybe she's looking this morning in at our assembly, and I would like to read to everybody just to celebrate further. So she's shown herself to be dedicated, highly reflective student in and out of the classroom. She always commits herself fully to learning, showing particular resilience and enthusiasm when encountering new challenges and content. She's very well respected by her peers, always open to helping and supporting her classmates. She's an exemplary student. Whenever there's been a problem or a misunderstanding has arisen, she's been calm in her attitude and always quick to find a solution. We wish you all the very best in your new school, so congratulations. And next it's Donghyun in Year 5, in 5I. Since starting at BIS in 2019, he really has proven himself to be conscientious and hardworking in every aspect of school life. He's engaged fully in the learning opportunities, consistently challenging himself and using feedback to develop his understanding. Donghyun is very sociable, and while in school, enjoyed taking part in teamwork activities such as our STEAM projects. He's inspirational as he actively engages in home learning experiences and completes every task to a high standard. He's made a fantastic start. Congratulations, Donghyun. And in Year 4, Chaewon. Immediately upon her arrival this year, Chaewon quickly established herself as positive and supportive to every member of the class. She treats others with empathy and respect, always conducts herself with an admirable sense of integrity. Chaewon should be commended on her consistently high standard of e-learning work she's produced. Her diligence and determination to do her very best has ensured Chaewon has continued to exceed all expectations. Congratulations, Chaewon. And in Year 3, we have Yuzuki. So Yuzuki joined us with little English. However, with the support at home and our teachers, she's improved greatly and displayed a determination and a willingness to communicate with her classmates and the teachers. She's been very brave. This student has persevered every lesson. She shows her understanding and always does every task to her very best ability. She's fearless, confident, funny, caring, and has been a pleasure to teach. Congratulations. And now on to Year 2. Amin is an exemplary member of the BIS school community. In class, she confidently asks questions to clarify and deepen her understanding. She listens carefully and respectfully to her teachers and peers. She challenges herself across the areas of the curriculum and perseveres with every single task, consistently performing to the very best of her ability. She's already taking action to help others. She goes out of her way to assist her friends in the classroom, playground, and online. She brings a positive attitude to school every day and is full of enthusiasm for learning. Congratulations, Annie. And Woo Jin, recipient of the Year 1 Principals Award. Woo Jin has made so much progress since starting at the beginning of the year. He works hard in every lesson. He's developed his confidence. He works independently. He volunteers, answers. He's brave in class. He has stood in front of the class and presented in English. He's continued to develop his spoken English, and he's always excited to come to school and learn. His enthusiasm has endeared him to others, and his willingness to attempt any task has encouraged others to do the same. Woo Jin's made many friends. He's sensitive to others' feelings, often ensures that others are okay and cheering them up when they feel sad. You've made your teacher very proud. Congratulations, Woojin. And Kai joined BIS in September. He took some time to feel settled in his new environment, and now he loves coming to school and spending time with his classmates. He's made lots of friends he plays well with, and he can use English confidently when communicating with others. His attitude to learning has improved greatly, and he's recently taken part in some Google Meet chats, sharing ideas and submitting work from home via Class Dojo. Your class teacher says, I'm so very happy with all your developments in behaviour, and this award is most definitely deserved. Congratulations, Kai. And in F2, we've got Duk Ming, who has motivation and eagerness to put in hard work in everything he does, despite all of the challenges that he encounters. He has shown a great enthusiasm in learning and during home learning as well. He showed diligence in attending live lessons, and he actively participates during the class discussions. Congratulations, Duk Ming. And our final recipient of the Principals Award, we're now at Foundation Stage 1, we have Nok Ming, who has shown excellent progress in different areas of learning this term. His engagement in e-learning has highlighted his willingness to learn new skills and accept new challenges. He has become more confident to express himself and independently chooses his own tasks. So congratulations to Nok Ming, the final award winner for today. So just thinking now about some of the different types of learning, and you certainly have been creative at home as well. We have a medley now of some of the artwork that has been produced. I'm sure you'll agree it's extremely impressive. So sit back and enjoy. fantastic achievements in art. Thank you very much for Miss Miller that's put that together for us. Just going ahead now to secondary, and I'd like to invite Mr. Webb to the stage to talk a little bit more about some of the achievements in secondary.
Thank you, Ms. Hill, and good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to be here. I want to talk to you about two things, really. One is a sense of community, and one is student work. One of the things that we're so proud of at BIS Hanoi and our virtual school is the sense of community that it's created. And I'm hoping that you're feeling what I'm feeling today, which is that strong sense within you and part of this community. But as a community, you celebrate and you mourn. And one of the things that we mourn today are things that we have lost from our school. So behind me, I have two students, Angela and Tuan, who just before we closed our school doors, won a competition. They competed against other students in the school, and after a very rigorous process, they became our representatives to go to New York. And unfortunately, because of the travel restrictions COVID-19 has brought about, they're not going to get that opportunity, so they've lost that. But I wanted to celebrate their success because it doesn't take away from their achievement. And I wanted to offer one word of hope for them. Earlier, we heard from Ha Ming, and Ha Ming was the representative last year. And this year, of course, she is our head student. So, girls, perhaps that lies in front of you when we come back to school. Perhaps you will become our head student when you get the opportunity. The other thing I wanted to share was some artwork, and we saw that artwork, and you may have noticed this image amongst it. And what's really special about this image, apart from the stunning drawing and sketching, is the fact that this student joined our school when our doors were closed. So she joined in the middle of the COVID-19 crisis, and yet she has already brought herself up to speed with distance learning in our virtual school. And you can see there, Mylin, year 10. Just above Mylin's name is Ye Yun, a year 8 student. And she produced a stunning piece of drawing, and it was captured in a video. And that's true of so much of secondary work. And I can't show you all of those videos today, but I do urge you to visit our Facebook pages, and you will see some of the wonderful learning captured in videos across the secondary school. So I'm really pleased to be part of the community today, and I'm glad you could be with us today. I'm going to hand back to Ms. Hill. That's all from secondary, but please keep learning. What we've seen today is really inspiring, and you're inspiring us, and we can get through this together. I hope to see you back in school very, very soon. Thank you, Ms. Hill.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Just to bring our assembly to a close now, I want to reflect back to term 1. We started the year with a new STEAM room. The STEAM was a collaboration with MIT. Some of our students were lucky enough to have actually had a trip to MIT and taken part in some of those tasks at the university itself. But we've been following MIT problem-solving tasks within a program that has blended together many subject areas. And we talked about some of the characteristics that STEAM embeds in our community. We talked about being adaptable and flexible, and our learning environments reflecting the way we work now. So we're talking about working in different ways. We're talking about being open to collaboration, because we realize that collaboration is essential. Sharing ideas, working together. It is challenging at times, but it can have even better outcomes when we share with friends across a distance as well as face-to-face. Creativity, we talked about how we think outside the box. Don't just go with the routine given answers, just think more creatively and put your own self into that position, maybe to give a different stance on the problem. All of those skills have continued this term. And in some ways, when I reflect on what our virtual school is bringing, it's actually developing some of those skills even further. People are still collaborating. They are forming groups to produce something that's brilliant. And I want to just say at this moment in time, a big thank you to all the Year 12 students who collaborated and pulled together a video for teachers. It actually brought a tear to some people's eyes. It was really reflective. It was thanking the teachers for their dedication and acknowledging the different way in which they're working. That collaboration has been made possible through technology. And we always talk about future skills. What do we need as individuals to go into the next century? And a lot of the skills that we are developing at the moment are equipping us in a good way. It's not something we planned. It's not something anybody would ever have wanted for our school, because we love having children here. We love having a community. I love welcoming people on the door in the morning. I love that face-to-face. But these times in enforced school closure have made us work in different ways. But I really feel that when we come out of this, we will be stronger as a community. We will be stronger as individuals. We'll have proved to ourselves that, yes, we can adapt to whatever is thrown at us, whatever develops. We can actually be part of that in a positive way, and we can overcome difficulties. And I think I'm so pleased to be part of this BIS community with our supportive parents, with our teachers who really have grouped together and made some wonderful changes to the way they are working for the benefit of our students. And thank you, the biggest thank you to you as students for independently, actively going online and making the most of what is presented by your teachers during these times. So I hope you're all staying safe and well at home. We hope to see you soon. We don't know when, but we really do hope to welcome you back. But we are here waiting for you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week.